Hey Aries, let's talk about April. I have to tell you, I'm struggling in this energy right now. So, my biggest message to you guys here in the very beginning, understand that sometimes it's just not rainbows and unicorns, right? And I would love to always be the one to deliver, you know, the good news, which I do have a little bit of good news here. Absolutely. I'm going to save that for the end though, because ultimately I had to remind myself that I am a healer. I am here to help you guys through your difficult times. So this reading is everything here. Know that there's a lot of deeper guidance that will be coming through to help you get through this chaotic time, okay? So I'm going to start right from the root of things for finances and career. So, I always talk about going deeper and thinking about what it is that you want to do. For some of you guys, you already know what you're doing, but the guidance that I'm ultimately receiving is that there's a disconnect here, okay? For some reason, you're not feeling the passion that you used to, or feeling as though you're getting, paid more for what you're doing. Like it becomes more of like a material feeling in this rather than the joys that you're receiving from all of this. And this is money, job, those things. I think that the energies are so much this month. We got a lot going on in the cosmos, guys. Look up your favorite astrologer and check it out, because I really think that it would make a difference for you in your life. I'm not an astrology person, but I follow it, and I'm trying to learn, so I can't really give you that advice there, but I'm telling you, it's crazy, it's chaotic, and just understanding and knowing what is going on in the cosmos can help you on a deeper level with these choices and these decisions. Because let's be real, some of you guys don't know yet where you belong and what your purpose is and why you're here on this earth. And that's part of the darkness that you're being triggered, that it's time for you to realize that you have a bigger reason here on earth, and it's like the clock counting down saying it's time for you to make some serious choices. If you've been contemplating on change or doing something different when it comes to these things, it's time, okay? Whatever it is, you need to make some decisions. And if it's getting doing a gig on the side and doing crafts, or maybe doing something at the gym, or whatever the case may be, like training some people with yoga, like you go inward and you think about something that you can do outside of this job, that you have to go in and out and just get the paycheck that you're not enjoying anymore. We got to open that sacral chakra and be in a place of wanting, not I don't want this, or I don't want that, or I don't like this, I don't like that. Let's come from a grateful mindset, which I know it's really hard in these energies, okay? I've been struggling the last couple of days myself, and I do have Aries, a lot of Aries in my chart, so I'm totally feeling this on another level. I sincerely love what I do with all of my heart. I really do. But the last couple of days, what has been coming through for me is a lot of negative. And I'm here having to be like, that's what comes with this. I have to understand that there is going to be, this darkness, and that's why I'm healing. I can't just connect with people who are healed. And, this is why I'm here. This is my purpose, but it's hard sometimes to separate yourself from others people's sadness. And I mean, a lot of people have been telling me everything's coming at them, everything from everywhere, and that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling here. Is it's everywhere you turn, it feels like you're disconnected. So the best advice that I can give over the top of that, what's coming to me, is to try to find a way, one, to be creative, two, to connect spiritually, meditations, journaling before bed, because I'm seeing nightmares for some of you guys. Like, no joke, like that jump scare type nightmare. And it's like, well, like, I guess maybe some of the weather is weighing on a lot of people, because, like, in my mind, I just saw, like, tornadoes and earthquakes and stuff like that. And yeah, a lot of that is going on. And so it affects the energy, the overall. And let's admit, we feel other people's energies. And even if it's not directly affecting us, we will feel that. We will see that. Like, I catch myself sometimes sitting and watching these devastating things that's happening, and then it makes it feel like it's happening directly in my life, They're flashing me back to when my first husband passed away, and it was Hurricane Katrina, and I was so engrossed in all of that and just sitting in that sadness. And that's when we have to, like, disconnect ourselves from all of this. Don't watch the stuff that is triggering you like that. Watch things that lift you up. But I'm actually getting this cringy feel for someone who is, telling you everything's gonna be okay. Like, fuck that. Sometimes I just wanna vent. Sometimes I need to hear that what I'm feeling is okay. Like, I don't want to look at that, I don't want to hear that sappy shit, right? And I get it, guys. I get it. I do completely understand, because even as spiritual as I am, and I have all through my day, I have practices that I have brought in spiritually, and even doing them, I don't feel like I used to in them. And so I started researching in astrology, like, what can I do here to make this shift to get me in a better place, And what I'm being shown is that to do things a little differently, because we fall into these routines and we get bored with them, It's like you're just getting up, doing the same thing every day. You got to bring some spice into your life. Make sure that you're getting the exercise you need, which I know is really difficult right now. I mean, like, we've had all these storms, and, like, now we have rain for like 5 days straight, all day and night. Like, you don't want to go out of the house. You want to sit in here and just be whatever. But we've got to find a way to bring that exercise into our life so that we can run down our energy some and get out of our minds. When we exercise, it gives us a production of all these crazy things that I'm not going to go into, but it's healthy. Check our vitamins. Have we not been taking our vitamins? Maybe we need to take our vitamins. Are we following the doctor's advice here? If we're not, maybe we could give it a shot. And I'm all about not wanting to take my medicine, guys. So I totally, completely understand if this is the case. But I have a lot of anxiety going on for you guys. And I'm here to tell you that there ain't nothing wrong with you needing to take something to help you calm down a little bit and come out of these, like, I have darkest fears here, guys. Look at all this. I want to show you. Darkest fears. Trapped in fear. On all these blue borders that I show is to do with your mind. That's what's going on in your mind. Suffering in silence. This is disconnection, right? This is all showing me these fears that are weighing on you, and whether this be in your relationships, and we will be going into that here just a second, but ultimately, if you're not able to show up for yourself, it's difficult for you to show up in your relationship. And the things that are going on inside is what is actually triggering what is going on in the outside. So we got to pay attention to these. We got to take time in this meditation, or turn up the music as loud as you can. Cook your favorite meal. You know, do things to help you come out of your mind and reconnect to source, because I have opened up in reverse. This is showing us closed off, right? You closed off. Firm foundation in reverse. So this is health struggles. This is affecting your foundation. This is affecting the start of your day, right? You're not waking up in a good mood because you just don't feel it. And I have material harvest. All these are in a negative form. But what we do have to remember is that even in the negative, the message is there for what we need to do to turn it around. So pay attention to finding joys so that you can bring your focus back to your job and to start finding things to be grateful for again. Work on your health. Work on your health and make sure that you're, like I said, following doctor's advice and doing things, because overall, I feel like the weather is changing and all of that. So it's coming to a time that you'll be able to do more outside. And, for some of us, but some of us, it's going to be back into winter, but just fit it where it fits for you. But open up, acknowledge what is going on inside of us and express it to someone, something, that speaks for both of these. Find someone that you can talk to. And when I find someone, I feel in this, let's go into the relationship part here real quick. The disconnection within yourself, like I said, communicate what is going on. What are you feeling? And ask yourself those deeper questions like, am I happy? Or what can I do to make myself happy? Focus on these things. And if you're in a relationship already that is not going that great, consider how you can spice it up. Okay? Make these connections happen. And if it's a situationship where things aren't going the way that you feel like they should, ask yourself, does this serve me purpose? If this is someone that you're feeling their energy and their things that are going on in their life is affecting yours in a negative way, maybe it's time to take some space, right? Acknowledge these deeper things. I'm sorry you guys are feeling this, but I have simply love in reverse. And so this is a disconnection from family and friends and everything. But this is, even I'm being shown kids getting on your nerves. So know that your outside world is what is going on inside of you. You got to regain some control in this and allow your family back in. Allow them to help you smile. Get some better rest. Start working on a bedtime routine, because this will help in your relationships. I struggle with my sleep, so I totally understand, but you can put a bowl of salt, of the bigger salt, under your bed to help draw out the negative thoughts that's going on. You can journal before you go to sleep. You can create a bedtime. You can put pajamas on. You see what I'm saying? Focus on how you can do more with your sleep. And like I said, the nightmares is usually when we're in a deep space of fear in our lives. Something is triggering this. So if there's someone watching this who is in an abusive relationship, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. But what I ask of you is for you to pull yourself first and do whatever it is that you need to do to protect yourself. Treat yourself like a child, like you would your own child, I should say. Give them comfort. Give yourself comfort, I mean. Well, of course, we always got to give them comfort, and that's what makes it hard. When we're not getting comfort, how can we comfort somebody else? So here's just some things that you can journal on as well here. But I want you to know overall at the end, I feel like you guys will open back up as long as you focus on what you need to do to find this place. Money, bills will be paid in the end. Even though you're in a fear state and worried and concerned about this, it's going to be okay. It's all going to work out. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so let's try to disconnect from the fears and the darkness, okay? What do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence, acknowledge it. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. Today's soul action. Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. You've got to let things go, guys. We can't carry them with us. It doesn't serve us any purpose. Figure it out. And I understand you need a little time and space, but take that, okay? Take the time. Take a bubble bath if you can't get out of the house or, away from the scenes of it all. Disconnect that way so that you can acknowledge what's going on. But ultimately, once you start figuring out what you can do, that's when you express yourself, okay? Then I have, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? Are you looking for guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers that you need lie within you. Like I'm saying, you can figure it out. You can fix this. You don't need anyone else to tell you how you're feeling. Today's soul action. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. Now, guys, for those of you who don't have essential oils, this can be smell anything because our smell tends to bring us back and help us be more connected. Okay. And this, like, the sleep is really big right now. Okay. I'll go ahead and read this because maybe it's something that you need to hear that'll help you with this. Okay. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up in my life? You are the asset. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Today's soul action. Take a bath, put on some lavender essential oils, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a time-out day. Notice your body thanking you. Today's mantra. The more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. And sometimes I literally have to tell myself, Leanne, you don't have to do so much all the time. You can take a day. You can take a day to yourself and not pound your brain with learning new things or being there for someone else. Be there for yourself. What do I need right now? So, and then these love cards, guys, overall, essentially, again, I do think that things will work out for you in the best way that it is supposed to, if you allow it. But you can't keep resisting and holding on to something that is hurting you. Okay, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. That could be coming from a loved one. a loved one in spirit that wants to give you a supportive message to show that they're here. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is a gateway to the soul. That's why I put my hand on my heart a lot, because it helps us speak with love versus what's up here in our mind, which sometimes can be hate when we really are a loving, sweet person. You know, sometimes whenever we're looking at other people and being triggered by their things that's going on in their life, like I said, making their problems ours, all we have to do is disconnect from that. Okay? All right, guys, that felt heavy, but, you know, ultimately, like I said, finances, your bills would be paid. You know, things might not be like as elegant as you want them to be. But, and maybe you guys, some of you guys are waiting on funds like tax money or something like that, you know. So they're showing it to me. Know that they're running behind, and it will come within divine timing, and everything will work out, okay? And maybe because it is meant to fall, right? In order for you to take the steps that you need to with it. And the universe works in crazy ways, okay, guys? And as far as your guys' relationship goes, bring love into it. Disconnect if they're, like I said, if it's not good. Make a decision. When we sit in this worry and concern is when it's the worst, okay? So you just have to make a choice and do it. And sometimes you got to be in the hurt or the uncomfortableness in order for you to see, you know, what, you know, accept the sadness, accept the anything that you need to accept it. Because that's when we make the best decisions, and always come from your heart. Okay? I love you guys so much. Know that you can come to me, guys, and we can do a deeper reading on this. And please comment. Let me know what's going on. But I've seen better days, right? All right. I love you all so much. Take care of you. Bye for now.